Look at this internal FBI memorandum from 1950. The typed text explicitly confirms that 3 so-called flying saucers were recovered in New Mexico. For decades, intelligence agencies collected thousands of reports like this regarding unidentified craft in restricted airspace, yet publicly dismissed every sighting as weather balloons, optical illusions, or mass hysteria. The official strategy was absolute denial. Moving further down the document, we see the extreme lengths taken to conceal the specifics. Thick redactions block out the names of agents, followed by a stark description of the occupants, bodies of human shape occupying the craft. The government actively buried the physical evidence of non-human entities. Then, the Trump administration broke the silence. Without warning, they declassified and authorized the release of highly guarded military targeting videos. The Pentagon publicly verified the footage. Almost overnight, global intelligence agencies, rival nations, and millions of citizens watched raw, unedited proof of unknown objects operating over American waters. By putting the official seal of the United States military on these files, the administration transformed UFOs from a fringe rumor into a formal matter of public record. The released files contained infrared cockpit recordings of solid objects hovering at high altitudes before suddenly maintaining extreme hypersonic speeds. This diagram compares the flight capabilities of a standard human fighter jet against the objects in the footage. A human pilot requires a wide turning radius to survive the resulting G-forces. The unknown craft, entirely lacking wings or visible propulsion systems, executes an instant right-angle turn without shedding any speed. It violates the established laws of aerodynamics. The engineering of these crafts presents a scientific anomaly, but the deliberate release of the footage presents a political one. The administration possessed this classified intelligence for years before deciding to distribute it to the global public. The vehicles challenge our understanding of gravity and momentum. The administration's choice to authorize their release forces us to question the exact political motives driving the decision. The first major theory frames the entire event as a highly calculated magic trick, a massive psychological operation designed for public distraction. This chart illustrates the anatomy of immediate distraction. When the government drops visual proof of impossible technology, the resulting wedge of coverage rapidly expands, immediately monopolizing the global news cycle and starving all other stories of attention. Whether facing severe domestic scandals, rapid economic downturns, or international crises, weaponizing the awe of alien technology is an incredibly effective tactic. A UFO revelation dominates headlines, burying negative press under a wave of cosmic curiosity. Under this theory, the files were declassified strictly for political survival. The mystery of the universe was deployed as a cynical PR shield to obscure earthly problems. However, intelligence experts point to a second, far more complex motive. They argue this release was not a temporary distraction, but the opening phase of a multi-decade governmental plan. The strategy is known as soft disclosure. Instead of delivering a single overwhelming announcement, the government slowly drip-feeds classified, unexplainable information to the public over an extended period. The rationale behind this is pure risk management. Intelligence models predict that sudden, undeniable proof of a vastly superior alien presence would trigger immediate global panic, crash financial markets, and strain social order. By leaking ambiguous, grainy videos first, the state gradually builds psychological tolerance. They introduce the concept in manageable doses, normalizing the existence of these crafts long before the full truth is admitted. If soft disclosure is the true motive, the government isn't trying to distract the public. They are desperately trying to brace them for a terrifying new reality. Following the logic of this disclosure forces us into an uncomfortable corner. We must confront the very real possibility that humanity is actively being watched. These distinct glowing disks were documented hovering over isolated landscapes decades before the invention of the microchip or the jet engine. We have to ask, what exactly is navigating our airspace? These objects could represent a hidden leap in terrestrial technology, or they could be the physical signatures of a civilization that evolved thousands of years ahead of our own. Either answer marks the end of human technological exceptionalism. If these objects are real, humanity is no longer the sole possessor of advanced flight. Whether the administration opened these vaults to deflect from political failure or to slowly acclimatize us to our cosmic neighbors, the outcome is identical. The physical evidence is real, and it is out in the open. The sky is occupied by machines we do not understand, operating with impunity, and the government can no longer control the narrative surrounding them. If you want to explore more declassified files and dive deeper into the forces operating above us, follow us right here.